This is probably the most misunderstood problem and most forgotten kind of problem. Here we have a piecewise function between -9 and -5. We've got h is negative. We've got an absolute value function. H is -6, k is -3. So we go -6, -3 is our vertex. And we see that the slope is 1, so we're going to go up 1 and over 1 until we get to -5. Oh, so it's just right there. And we don't get to include -5. And then we get to, we go all the way to -9. And -9, we're going to just keep going up 1 and over 1, up 1 and over 1 until we get to -9. And then we're going to put a solid circle right there because of the x is greater than or equal to -9. So the graph would actually look like this if you drew the whole graph, vertex at -6, -3. Now, between -5 and 0, we have y equals 3. So if y equals 3 from -5 to 0, y equals 3 is the horizontal line at 3. But if we started at -5, then we have a solid circle because of the greater than or equal to there, all the way to 0, and y equals 3 for that part of the graph. From 0 to 4, y equals 2x minus 3. So we have a y-intercept of -3, but we have to put an open circle there because of x greater than. Slope is 2, and we're going to go all the way to 4, up 2 and over 1, up 2 and over 1. We'll just keep going until we get to 4, and we're going to include the end point there because x is less than or equal to 4 there. So the domain restrictions are 0 to 4, not including 0, but yes, including 4. And then finally we have our hk over here for the quadratic. We have h is 5 and k is -3. Well, that means our vertex is at 5, -3. X is greater than 4, so we're good. We're on the right side of it. And then the a is 1, so it's going to go over 1 and up 1. And we're going to have an open circle there, over 1 and up 1, over 2 and up 1, 2, 3, 4. And so we just draw the graph of y equals x minus 5 squared plus 3. So it's the x squared is the parent function. That should be a nice curved bottom there. It's not a sharp point. So that's the graph of the piecewise function for number 7. And I would urge you to make sure you know how to do that before you come in. And by the way, I drew a few extra lines here that we don't need. So there you go.